Moving on to VW Pro. And that's the one and only Phil Blogg down there with the Debt Collector VW Caddy. Dialing in of 1150. And James Gould with the Team Militia. Altered VR6 power. And looking for an 880. Well, it's one thing chasing his first 8. Now he's dialing 8s. Love it. .28 there for James. 11:02. Phil Blogg breaks out by nearly half a second. I do not think they'll mind with that. Absolutely superb run from Phil. He's going to look at his timing slip and he goes back and go, what? Okay, Jake Fronder with the dehydrated Golf R. And it's Paul Walklate with the Cutthroat Racing Caddy. The dial-ins, 1250, 1138. Oh, Jake just rolled the beams a bit there. Doesn't matter. $12.67 from Jake. Paul goes $12.37 on 11.38 dial. But it's Jake, for the time being, takes number one spot. Right, Sam Young with BC4. Of course, the Black Crown Beetle, 8.30 dial-in. And James Hodson, 11.20. Oh, birthday celebrations last night in the pits. Somebody turned 50. I'm not saying who, but needless to say, the party was in Jake's pit. Give him the game away there. Oh, Sam away very nicely indeed. Oh, what a superb looking run for Sam. 8.55 off the trailer, 161 mile an hour pass there. Nice way to open your account for the day. 11.55 there for James. Right, a couple of rather rapid golfs. Got Abby Tether with Arthur Daly, the Golf R. And Hazel Carter with her Golf R. And she still says it's because her daughter stole the other one. Right, through the top of the go, 12.81 for Hazel, 12.97 for Abby. Hazel goes 6, Abby goes number 2. Rob Carter then with Percy the Passat. My goodness me, he's put some miles on the clock this year. Went over to Sweden to do Street Week over there, did Street Weekend here, been running in Street Eliminator, been running in VW Pro. Basically, any opportunity to run the car, the team have been out there. Going alongside Chris Waterhouse with the Bad Habit Audi S3. Right, let's look at the dial-ins then. 940 for Chris, 780 for Rob. And not forgetting at all Rob Carter's Passat. Totally street legal. 87 there for Rob. But it's Chris Waterhouse into number 1 with a 953 on that 940 dial-in. Right, Guy Foley then with the Mark IV Golf. Dial in for him, 1141. $11.98, 122 there for Guy. Move on to VW Sportsman. Now, as we go into VW Sportsman, I've got to do a big shout out to a young man that will be tuned in and watching this, because the whole of the VW family, and actually the whole of the racing family, wishing all the best to young Jack. Jack Gooding, I know you're going through the mill, mate, and we really, really do miss you, and we really do wish you all the very, very best. And all the racers have got messages of support on the back of their cars, and I'll read as many out as I can, because I know there's one car that's been used as a graffiti board, so watch out for that one, Jack, via the live stream. So we have Emma Goddard with Peaches the Golf and John Crawford. Well, calendar reaction time for John. Not that matters at this stage, but Emma Goddard looking for 15.39. John looking for 15.70. Emma breaks out, and John doesn't. So John takes number 1 for the time being with a 15.84. Emma, as I say, way too quick. So John Gallant with the Takacat. We are family. Hashtag VWDRC, and messages to Jack there. Going alongside Danny Bean with the Vagyard Lupo. The Darlings. Danny looking for 13.60. John, 15.30. $13.44 breakout for Danny. John gets one the right side, 15.64. Jerry Sadler once again. Big shout out to Jack on the back window with a dial-in of 15.35. And that's Reese Finney down there with the Lupo. Thanks once again to all of the teams that are carrying the British Drag Racing Hall of Fame Benevolent Fund logos as well. I have got them here again this weekend if anybody wants them. 2 for a £5. And I'll be doing a pit walkabout a little bit later on to see people if they want them. Right, Reese, 16 flat the target. Jerry, 15.35. Jerry goes 15.42. Goes to number 1 with that one. And Reese goes to number 2. Right, Jake Fronda with the Golf, looking for 12.50. And it's Nigel Gregg. And once again, big shout outs to young Jack on both of these two. $15.38 for the Turpits, the big Audi A6. Jake, 12.50. Now we know Jake could go quicker than that. He's trying to judge the run. I mean, these Golfs do not hang about. $12.51 from Jake Fronda. Very well judged run indeed. Takes number 1 spot. $15.48 from Nigel on a 38 dial. He goes to number 3. Poppy Hunter and Paul Robinson, next pair. Poppy, 14.80. Paul, 14.75. There your darlings. Whoever is closest to their target number, their darling, without going underneath it, will be the highest qualified. And at the moment, it's that gold Golf you just saw go through Jake Fronda. He is just 100th of a second off his dial-in. $15.29 for Paul, $14.95 for Poppy. So Paul goes 6, Paul goes 8. All right, Steve Metcalf with the blue steel Baja Bug, $15.40 dial-in for him. And Golfy McGolfface of Nigel Gregson, $12.89 dial-in for him. Well, Nigel's going to get there first with, what's his line now? 13.38. And a 15.94, so they go 8th and 9th respectively. So Nigel 8. Tom Circuit's got a little bit carried away with his dial-in marker on the back window of his car. He's got the Lupo with a cat and no Passat. I don't quite know what that means, but hey. Olivia Carter. Oh, I see. Right, Passats. Yeah, Passats. And obviously the message is for Jack continuing on a lot of our cars here. So Tom Circuit, Olivia Carter. Having a little bit of banter with the dial-ins. So Olivia, and actually I don't think Tom Circuit's the youngest anymore. I think Olivia is younger. Olivia goes 1566, breakout too quick, but Tom Circuit 1781 on a 1775. Tom goes number 2. Right, Lorraine Large and Jordan Clark. The quest for the 14s continues. Will it be this run for Lorraine? Jordan Clark, $13.99. He'll settle for anything with a 1-3. So the Thunderbug, and come on, Flossie. $13.96, $15.13. Lorraine Blake's out, but it was a good run. $15.13. We'll take that. Excellent job, Jordan Clark. He breaks out. $13.96. All right, pick your Audi TT. Polly Judge and George Miller. 1619, place 1441. George gets there with a 14.53, puts in number 5. Polly, 600 too quick, breaks out. Cass Waterhouse with the Menopause TT. And Justin with the Red Dwarf Golf Mark II. This one's for you, Jack, on the back of Justin's Golf. And I do know that a lot of photographs have been taken of all the cars, and that will be on the VWDRC page. And we know that Jack will be tagged in all these pictures. So, Justin, 13.24. What's he got? 13.20 is a breakout by 400s. Just a little bit too quick. Won the right side for Kaz. 16.59. Not where she wanted to be with the 14 dial-in. But I say 4 rounds of qualifying, so be able to get closer later on. All right, Thomas Webb with Jimmy the Golf, alongside Linda Thomas with the Audi TT. Joined by Luke in the tower. How you doing, bud?
Good morning, how are we doing?
Yeah, we're doing, mate. We're doing well. So, Thomas Webb, 1218. Linda, 1370. $12.29 and $14.67.
Is that Jake Fronda, number one?
Yeah, it is indeed. Yeah, nobody's got round him yet.
Not bad.
Nice, tidy little run. As we move to VW Pro. So coming into this session then, it's Chris Waterhouse who leads the way from Jake Front and Abby Tether. With Sam Young in 4 and James Hodson 5. $12.41, Hazel Carter goes to number 1 with that one. Jake Fronda goes a little bit too quick. Well, nearly a tenth. That's more than a little bit. Right, 9 flat, the darling for the Alters. James Gould. And it is Sam Young with BC4. The Blackcurrant Beetle went 8.55 in Q1. Both away very well indeed. A little bit of tyre slip from Sam. James Gould all the way through to, number 1 qualifier. 9 flat, he hits that number. Nine flat. Beautiful. 11.77 there for Sam. No help him, but James Gould, top of the shop. Right, well, after breaking the brake master cylinder of all things, Luke Stevenson had to miss Q1, but they've got the parts, got them fitted, and here they are in Q2. A darling of 11.97 for the Golf, going alongside Guy Foley's Mark IV, darling in 11.41. $11.93 there for Guy, and it's not going to be an 11.97 unfortunately for Luke. It's an 18.24 at 67. All right, James Hodson. Once again, the messages of support there for young Jack Gooding. We're all thinking of you, mate. We really, really are. And we do know that the live feed is right next to you. Paul gets there first with a 12.01, a 12.89 for Abby Tether. That's good to move her up to number 2 from number 5. Just 700ths off. All right, Chris Waterhouse with the Audi S3. Darling this time round of a 9.45. So 10.11 at 1.48. Right, we move on to VW Sportsman. First pair in this session is John Gallant with the Takacat number 2, the Audi TT, and Emma Goddard with Peaches. $15.24 plays $15.55. Once again, the messages of support for Jack. And we know that the iPad showing this live feed is right next to him. And all the good wishes to you. 1584 was a target, 1576 was a run. Right, John Crawford, Reese Finney, your next pair. Now then, John is number 9, Reese is number 8. 1584 plays 16 flat. Number 1 qualifier at the moment is Jake Fronda from Emma Goddard, number 2. $15.98 and $16.71, no help for either. All right, Jerry Sadler, Danny Bean. Jerry, 15.32, but Danny Bean should get there first on a 13.40 dial-in. But Jerry is number 4 qualified at the moment. Danny, number 21. So Danny really does need to move on up here if he can. Danny, 13.39, breaks out. No help. Oh, actually moves up 4 spots. But Jerry, 15.41. He stays number 4. Number 1 qualifier coming into this session is Jake Fronda, and here he is. The dial-in this time is the same as last time, 12.50. Paul Robinson looking for a 14.90. Paul more than capable of hitting his number. He ran a 15.29 in Q1. But let's have a look then. Jake, 12.51 again. Slight improvement on number. 14.98. Paul Robinson moves up to number 5, but Jake Fronda, that's 2 12.51 runs tonight. It's Polly Judge, 16.09, and Nigel Gregson with Golfy McGolface, 13 flat. $13.33, Polly goes $16.33. Polly goes to 13, drops Nigel down to 14. All right, Poppy Hunter. And we got the Audi A6, the Turpits of Nigel Gregg. Off they go. Pretty close at the stripe. Oh, Nigel Gregg goes to number 2. No movement from Polly, but Nigel Gregg up to number 2 there. 15.39 with a 5. Nicely judged. Right. Flossie. What can Flossie do here? I really want a 14 from this car. That'd be so cool. Trev does as well. Going alongside Olivia Carter, 15.60 the dial-in for the Passat. $15.35 there for Lorraine. Goes from 20 to number 12. A nice move. 15.47 breakout for Patricia So Patricia was a little bit too quick that time. All right, Cass Waterhouse, Steve Metcalf, next pair. 1450 plays 1550. So Steve wants a 1550. He's going to get there first. He's a little bit off pace. Oh, 1549 with a 7. It's a minuscule breakout, but it's still a breakout. Oh, Steve, so close. 1660, not what Kaz was looking for. But Steve Metcalf, 15.4978 on a 15.50, darling. Very, very tight margins indeed. Thomas Webb and Linda Thomas. Linda, number 17 at the moment. Looking for 1370. And Thomas on a 1242, darling. He went 1229 in Q1 and he's currently number 7. Right, just a few more cars to go, then we are on a scheduled lunch break. Give our track teams and everybody a chance to get themselves fed and watered. So that will be a half-hour break, but when we come back though, it will be Greenlight Pro for their second runs of the day. So Tom Circuit and Justin Foley down there. Thomas is currently number 4, Justin number 21. The all-important darlings end 1778 and 1319. Oh, I think Thomas's car went out of gear then. He found some now, but I don't think he's going to get anywhere near where he ran before. (2019) 1379. Well, Justin moves up 3 spots, but as we thought, Thomas, no improvement whatsoever. All right, George Miller and Jordan Clark. George wants a 1448. Jordan wants 1399. Jordan, winner last time out at Bug Jam in VW Sportsman. I don't know, he was very proud of that. Well, Jordan's got the perfect quarter mile reaction time there, 13:20. It's all about ETs, 14:14 and 14:78. Well, Jordan moves up 10 spots to number 11 there. Oh, the engine cut, literally is just about to launch then. Okay, that's an 11-second darling. Sorry, 11-second reaction time. I know the engine died, but let's see how he gets on. Okay, no time or speed at the at the quarter mile. Not quite sure why. As we move into VW Pro. And your number 1 qualifier at the moment, James Gould. Going alongside a Phil Blogg with the caddy. .11 there for James Gould. Phil Blogg goes 14:28. Not quite what Phil was looking for. In actual fact, a fair way off what Phil was looking for. Chris Waterhouse and Guy Foley. The Audi S3 and the Mark IV Golf. And it's 9:45 darling for Chris, 11:41 for Guy. Chris crosses the line with a 9.75, just 0.3 off, and similar margin off actually, Guy, but he does move up from 9 to 7. All right, the Don with Luke Stevenson. Going alongside Hazel Carter with the Golf. Looking for a dial in from Luke. Can I have VW Sportsman into the pairing lanes, please? VW Sportsman. The dial in on the Golf is 11.97. And Hazel Carter 12.30. $12.38 there for Luke. Goes from 12 to 10. Hazel Carter, 12.56 with the Golf. Well, it's actually a GTI Golf. Hazel's car, not a Golf R, which I was corrected on earlier on. Thanks very much indeed. But fair to say that Hazel's Golf is it's quick. It's not totally standard. Right, Jake Fronda, currently number 5 qualifier, sticking with the 12.50 dial in. Sam Young, 8.30, currently number 6. The chirp of the tyres says, I haven't got any grip. Right, so down to Jake Fronda then. Let's see what he can do. Target of 12.50. He gets a 12.40. 10th too quick. So Jake Fronda broke out by a 10th, no help for him, and obviously Sam, his run had to be, well, he'll come back and give it another go later on. James Hodson and Abby Tether. Abby with the Golf R, and James Hobson with the Mark II. Abby dialing in 12.82, James 11.10. Jace moves up number 7. Abby stays number 2. A 12.83 though on a 12.82. Slight improvement on ET, but stays in number 2. All right, Rob Carter with Percy the Passat. So Rob Carter going to roll forward now. 8.80 dial in for Rob. We know he can go way quicker than that. $122 to 60 foot. 517 at 136. Goes 8.06, 169. So, yep, the 8.80 dial was a waste of time. 8.06 there for Rob. We move on to VW Sportsman, where number 1 at the moment. Let's give you the news at the start. Jake Fronda is number 1 qualifier at the moment. Nigel Gregg is number 2. Emma Goddard is number 3. Tom Circuit is number 4. And Jerry Sadler is number 5. So that's where we are in VW Sportsman at the moment. This is Emma Goddard with Peaches, the Golf. She is your number 3 qualifier at the moment. She dials 15.26. Going alongside John Gallant with Tacker Cat number 2. Audi TT dialing in 15.65. $15.49 breakout for John, no help. And a 15.35, well, the number 3 spot stays with Emma. Right, we got 1480 there. Right, this is Jordan Clark. 1399 dialing for him. George Miller, 1448. $13.97 breakout for Jordan, just that little bit too quick, but nice one from George Miller. He moves up to number 4 at 14.53 on a 14.48. All right, Nigel Gregg dialing a 15.38. Tom Circuit dialing a 17.78. $15.39 for Nigel Gregg on that 38 dialing. Nicely done. Stays number 2 though. And a breakout 17.63. So John Crawford looking for a 15.84. Hazel Carter wants a 15.10. $15.68. No help for Hazel. 16.08. John Crawford. He stays number 10. No movements. Reese Finney and Nigel Gregson. So Reese Finney wants a 16 flat with the Lupo, and Nigel Gregson 13 flat with the Golf. Nigel goes 13.14. Reese goes 16.02. Reese goes up to number 3, and Nigel moves up to number 11. Oh, they're shuffling the pack once again. Polly Judge and Poppy Hunter. Polly wants a 16.09, and Poppy with the Audi A3 wants a 15.10. $15.48 Poppy, but Polly Judge 16.12 on a 16.09 moves from 16 to 4. Yeah, Rob's happy. Good days. Right, Lorraine Large with Flossie. Dialing this time 15.38 against Steve Metcalf's 15.48. Oh, Trev, you're an absolute legend, mate. Can I have a big bracket into the pairing lanes, please? Big bracket. One day the dialing board will match the ET that's shown on the scoreboards. Right, so Steve Metcalf wants that 15.48. He's currently number 18. Lorraine, currently number 15 at 15.38. 15.52, 50. Oh, it went the other way, Trev. 15.18. Oh. Never mind, mate. You don't have to dial it in next weekend. Right, Justin Foley with the Red Dwarf and Linda Thomas with the Audi TT. So Justin wants a 13.19. He's currently number 20. Linda 2 places ahead. 13.07 breakout for Justin. Too quick. Likewise, Linda. Oh, 13.69 with a 7 on a 13.70. That's just a few thou under darling. Well, your number 1 qualifier is still Jake Fronda. Here he is. 12.50 darling. Danny Bean with the Lupo. He's 13.35, currently number 22. $57 this time for Jake. Stays number 1. Danny Boo moves up from 22 to 11. A 13.46 on a 13.35, darling. Right, Kaz Waterhouse with the Menopause TT. And that's Thomas Webb with Jimmy the Golf. Kaz looking for 16.20. Thomas 12.27. Well, Thomas away well. $12.17. Ball breaks out by a 10th as Thomas. Kaz. Wow, that's a massive breakout. A 15.61 on a 16.20. That wasn't part of the plan at all, so no help for either. So Phil Jones with the Beetle. $19.78 on a 16 flat, but that's number 23. All right, okay, that's a wrap for VW Sportsman for that session. Right, we move on. VW Pro. Your number 5 qualifier is Jake. Your number 8 qualifier at the moment is Guy. 11.41 plays 12.50. $11.53. Guy moves up to number 4. Jake drops a spot there. Jake went 700ths too quick, but Guy gets one a little bit closer. So Guy moves up to number 4. Right, Phil Blogg with the caddy. And of course, James Hodson with the Mark II Golf. 11 flat and 11.40, the two darlings. They're pitting together in the pits. Had a bit of a party last night celebrating James's birthday. Oh, 11.27 there for James, but Phil backed out the run after his 4th gear change, I think. Goes 14:32. So the boost builds up for the burnout there. James Gould with the Team Militia. A little altered. Awesome bit of kit that. Going alongside Sam Young with BC4. The electric Beetle now street legal. So darlings, this one, James is 9 flat, Sam 8.30. .881 and 913, the two runs there. Sam Young goes 161 miles an hour. The tyres just chattering a little bit, but good turn of speed though. All right, Hazel Carter and Abby Tether. One Golf R, one Golf GTI. One 3-door, one 5-door. Two quick cars. Hazel goes 12:36 on that 12:30, stays number 3, and 12:87 on 12:80 for Abby, but she stays number 2 on her previous run. Chris Waterhouse and Luke Stevenson, your next pair. Luke dialing in 11:69, Chris 9:45. .98, and Luke goes, oh, Luke, 11:68 on 11:69 dial. It's a cracking run from the Golf. Real good. It's just a shame it broke out by 100th of a second. But nevertheless, a great run, 11:68. Car starting to work really well. Well, the hits just keep on coming. Rob Carter with Percy the Passat. Tried to give it everything there, but the tyres said, no, I ain't giving you that much. Still goes 913, 161. Right, last class of the day then, VW Sportsman coming around the corner. Number 1 qualifier at the moment is Jake Fronda. Number 2 is Nigel Gregg. Reese Finney, currently number 3. Polly is number 4. Emma Goddard 5, Steve Metcalf 6, George Miller 7, Tom Circuit is 8. That's where we are at the moment. And once again, a big shout out to Young Jack So John Crawford 1598, Emma Gallard 1526, and no help for either 1632 and 1534. Well, we know that Jack Gooding has got the iPad next to him there with the live feed going out to him, and loads of messages of support from everybody here, and especially from VW Sportsman, the class that Jack last raced in. And Jack, we really do wish you all the best. Jerry Sadler and Paul Robinson, 1540 and 1475. They are 9 and 10. Let's see where they end up after this. 1474 breakout. But Jerry Sadler takes number one. A 1541 on a 1540. Jerry Sadler, top of the shop. All right, all change. Right, Reese Finney was number 3. She's been dropped to number 4. Nigel Gregson is number 14. Right, dialing's easy on this one. 13 for Nigel, 16 flat for Reese. Gregson goes 13.24, no help for him, he's going to stay 14, and 16.55, no help for Reese, he stays number 4. Right, where that's good. The perfect dial in for Lorraine, 15 flat. If she hits it, great. If she breaks out, party time, because it'll be her first ever 14. Right, John Gallant, 15.42, dial in for Takakat, number 2. $15.57, $15.59. Oh dear, you dial it one way and it goes the other. It's magic. It's voodoo. It's you name it. It's everything. Oh dear. Tom Circuit and Justin Foley. Let's have a look at Tom looking for a 17.42. Justin wants a 13.01. Nicely off the line for the Red Dwarf Golf. So he's going to get there first. But can he do it in 13.01? 13.13. I've got a feeling he might stay put, actually. Oh, no, that's number 13. Tom goes 17.62, stays put. All right, Poppy Hunter and Olivia Carter. Poppy 14.90, Olivia 15.40. Oh, nice bit of torques there for Olivia there, but she compensated for that brilliantly. $15.17 breakout, $15.28 for Poppy. No help for either. $15.17. Where did that come from? That was a quickie. Right, George Miller, Steve Metcalf. George Miller, 14.51. He's currently number 8. One place ahead is Steve Metcalf with the Blue Steel Baja Beetle. But is there a problem for Steve? Well, we're going to send George on his way. Yeah, Steve hops out of the car. Just being pushed back. So let's have a look at George. 14.51 is dialing. Where does Sonic the TT end up? 14.42, too quick. A breakout for George. So Linda Thomas then with the Audi TT dials 13.70. And it's Danny Bean with the Lupo, 13.30 for him. $13.48 and $13.62. A breakout for Linda, no help. In fact, no help for either. Right, Kaz Waterhouse. Her Audi TT with the 1550 dial-in, and Polly, her TT, 1609. Differences here. This Kaz is number 22. Polly is number 5. $15.23 breakout for Kaz, $16.53 for Polly, no help for either, so they stay put. Alright, Jordan Clark and Phil Jones. You got the Beetle and the Beetle, but different vintages, of course. Jordan goes 14.03. Right, Phil dials a 16. He had a 10-second reaction time, but that's because the car stalled. And he's not going to go under 16 seconds. And actually got timed out. Right, your next pair, Nigel Gregg with the Turpits Audi A6. And it's Jake Fronda. Our penultimate pair, this one. One more to go. And then we are done for today. Well, both of them with 0-3 lights. So Jake Fronda then, 12.50 the target. $12.55 and a $15.39 and $38. Nigel Gregg takes number 1. Oh, goodness me. He saved the best till almost last. Just one pair to go. It's into eliminations tomorrow morning. And maybe, just maybe, Nigel Gregg will be number 1 qualifier. Only Thomas Webb can stop him now. He does 12.01 with Jimmy the Golf. And it's a 12.21, so Thomas Webb stays number 12. That's it. We are done for today.